Once upon a time, there was a man who owned a donkey that he loved so much. Unfortunately, one morning the donkey fell into a precipice. A precipice is a very steep cliff. And when the donkey fell into the precipice, the man realized that the only thing he could do to the donkey is just bury it alive. But unfortunately, every time the man threw sand into the precipice, the donkey could just shake off the sand and step on it. After many trials, the donkey kept on rising and rising, such that at noon, the only thing that the donkey could see was the green pastures, the serene environment, the beautiful environment around. There's the same situations we find ourselves in our lives. Our parents, the problems we have, our limitations, our imperfections try us to lower us down and bury us alive. But as individuals, let us just shake them off by learning from them and stepping on them, and one day the only thing we are going to get to see are the green pastures. You remember of a story in the Bible of a man named Joseph. Joseph had so many problems that one day his brothers even thought of burying him. And one day they sold him to Egypt. But when he got into Egypt, at Potiphar's home, he was actually made the complete administrator of everything that Potiphar owned. Yes, Joseph's brothers sold him. They tried to bury him alive, but Joseph learned from all these problems that he had until that everything he touched at Potiphar's home would multiply into two, and everything would grow such that Potiphar made him the complete administrator of everything that Potiphar owned. One day we are told that Potiphar's wife wanted to sleep with Joseph, but Joseph refused, making Joseph to be sent into prison. But again, these were all the problems that Joseph was going through. In prison again, he was made the complete ruler of other prisoners. And one day, Potiphar came with a dream which Joseph interpreted, making Joseph to be made the ruler of Egypt. When Joseph was the ruler of Egypt, there was famine for 7 years. But due to his good and wise decisions, Egypt had enough food, so neighboring countries would come and buy food, so that the brothers who sold him to Egypt came to buy food for the same man they wanted to bury. Yes, the problems would be hitting Joseph so much, but Joseph just learned from them. And one thing, the only thing he could see was the green pastures. When he was the ruler of Egypt, the only thing he could see was the green pastures. These people tried to bury him, but he could just shake off these problems and step on them and rise higher and higher, from being the complete administrator of everything that Potiphar owned, to being the ruler of other prisoners, now to being the ruler of Egypt and selling food to his brothers. Brothers and sisters, problems may be hitting us daily in our lives, but we just have to shake them off, learn from them, step on them. And one day, like Joseph, the only thing we are going to get to see are the green pastures, the beautiful surroundings, the serene environment. As we are rising higher and higher, our parents may love us so much, but one day we may fall into problems that the only thing they will think of is bury us alive. But you know what God does? God is never tired of us. He's ready to watch you rise higher and higher. Through the problems that you find yourself in, you better shake them off and step on them and keep rising higher up the ground. Thank you.